Hi guys, if you watched my last video, then you know that a map wipe is coming to 2 hours 1 life. A map wipe will eradicate everything on the map, and it's about to happen early on in November. Now, Freddy has a town called Pilz Town, which he has shared the spawn code of, and you can see it right here on the screen. Raisin Maher, that is the spawn code to Pilz Town. If you still want to go into this town yourself, maybe do a little practicing or see any of the things with your own eyes before the map wipe, you can do so. Also, if a griefer does this, even then, probably not bad because nobody's going to be actually playing here for a long while, okay? So yeah, if you want to go and visit yourself, feel free to do so, but you don't have to because I'm going to show you everything that you can find in this town. Let's go. Connecting, waiting to be born. Oh, that's a good sprite. I like this one, it's one of the newer ones. So, Pilz Town was created by Freddy as sort of his solo project. He has had a few babies in this town since the start, but not that many. Let's see, I am tour guide. That's probably, Eve Tori. It's Eve Tori, that's my name, okay. So we don't really arrive in a place that is, you know, fantastic looking, if I'm being honest, but that's okay. We don't mind. Spawn codes are sometimes just like this. Oh yeah, I read about this place. So you might be like, what is this little area? One, I love that the trees are protected and you can see all the wild berry bushes so close to each other. Now, killing wild berry bushes or getting rid of them is such a shame because you don't need to water these regrow automatically. And Freddy said he put all these rabbits close by so that he can easily make pies with berries and rabbits. He probably has the carrots inside somewhere. And we have now arrived upon the kitchen. Fireplace over here, brick oven there, cast iron stove there. Some tables and shelves around it. Looks pretty good to me. Can't really complain about any of the things I'm seeing here. Let's eat a little something, because even if I'm a tour guide, I still need some food. There we go. They have pizza. They have wine glasses here. And then at the bottom, oh, this is the actual pantry. So you will see in a lot of towns that there's a distinction between where the food is and the ingredients and the plates and the bowls and all of that, which is here. And then a place where you put the actual finished food when it's cooked. And the reason why people do this is to separate. If you have like 20 babies, right, and the people are all hungry and they need to come for food, they will be in this room, and they won't be in this room where all the chefs are working. Because, you know, you see this a lot that people just get in the way of the chefs, and that's kind of a shame. And then over here, even more storage, apparently for meat and flour. Sadly, kind of empty, maybe because the town wasn't played in as much as Freddy would have liked, but the idea is there. Then over here, we have a little orchard. Sort of. You have a lemon tree and 2 apple trees. Now, one thing that doesn't... It's a bit weird, like... people have been asking me to make videos on orchards, and this is not that video, but I am willing to explain at least one thing to people who are completely new, and if you want to make an orchard in your next town, these are 2 different biomes. See the light green line here? Do you see how this is more green yellowish and this is more green whitish? So these are 2 different biomes, which means the bees can't cross from one biome to the next, which means you need 2 different beehives in the 2 biomes. Then the flowers in this biome mean that this beehive can fill up with honey because of the flowers, not because of the lemon tree. To me, it works. This works, but this is not ideal or 100% most efficient. Then again, it's tiny, there's still fruits on the trees, and as long as you cut away the honey regularly, there's no problem whatsoever. Also, say goodbye to the windmill, guys. This is going to disappear. It's already uncraftable, which means nobody can still make a windmill at this moment, and the windmills will not be well, you just won't encounter any on the next map. It's just the way it's gonna be, because now people have still made windmills all the past months, but they're already uncraftable right now, and next map there's not going to be a single windmill. Personally, I kind of understand why. You can see it's sort of like, it's a mix of like a few different types of wood and flat stone and whatnot, and I do believe better looks for windmills are possible. Also, with electricity coming, it's possible we'll get a flour grinder or a machine that's going to replace this. And I'm saying it's possible. I don't know. I'm just like, if Moon is removing the windmill, there's two reasons for that. One could be he thinks it's ugly. And two could be he's already thinking of replacing it with something else. So either one of those reasons is going to be why this thing is disappearing. We have a grave here. Eerie! Eerie Pilz made lots of bricks, had a daughter called Brave who died. Love my kids, Brick and Pizza. It sounds like Eerie to name her kids Brick and Pizza. So all her bricks are just here on the floor. She apparently was making some sort of a road around here. And then here is what I assume is an unfinished fishing hut. Kind of nice to make it blue. A little bit of color going on over here. Lots of dead fish. And let's go and see what else we got. So here is where they have been making some corn, apparently. More farm, rubber, sugarcane, bamboo, mango, the rose bushes. Gosh, did I do the rose bushes? No, I didn't. I don't know. Part of this feels familiar to me, but I have been in Pilz Town at some point. I haven't played here a ton. As in, I might have done 1 or 2 lives here, this map. Also, Freddy hasn't opened up the town that much. So there wasn't that much opportunity to play here, I don't think. But I have been here. I just can't remember what I did when I was here. Maybe I'll still encounter something. More graves. Marie wanted to provide rubber balls, but made tires instead like a fool. But made pants. Sunny Pilz, rip, best mom ever. She took her time to teach me. She was so kind. Love. Aww. I like reading graves. I'm Newt Pilz. The last of my family was a fisherman and later in life made a horse-drawn wagon with tires. They were not new, that's for sure. Beloved aunt, you will be missed. Patricia Pilz, rip. All Patricia wanted was to be with her mom and now she is. She was the best mother. Cassidy Pilz, master of all glass, bottles and jars alike. Enjoy your questionable juices. Nice. A honey farm. Did I maybe work on this? I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think I did, because I would not quickly do half stone walls. I do like the combination of the honey and silk farm all together. It's always nice to put the two close together because the silk farms need honey. I like that they did the shelf thing and then a bunch of flowers at the bottom. Probably all the flowers in the game are here, is my guess. Except for snake plant. That might be what this spot is for. Wow, they never even had snake plant. What a basic town. I'm joking. Though quite basic not to have snake plant. Boo, boo. A lot of mushrooms. I know Freddy loves his mushrooms, so yeah. This is the Taylor building. I'm wondering now if I, at some point, helped with the Taylor building. I'm not sure. So Taylor building is different than the clothes room, right? So this is where you put your stuff to make clothes. And this is where you actually store your clothes. So it's 2 different things. There's some food in here. I'll eat it. So they had some clothes. Nice little Taylor room. I think this was meant to be apparently a room for healing, so a bit of a medical room, but you could also make a fire here, put a fireplace here, and make it an AFK room. Though this room is probably perfect as it is because of its size. Look at my temperature, guys. Look how my temperature is going up to like perfect temperature or just underneath it. If you stand in this room, or if you have a baby and you put the baby in this room, the baby will be practically perfect temperature without even putting clothes on them, or you know, as close to perfect as you can be when you're naked. So yeah, that's another part of it. We have a alpaca here, cotton farm, more mushrooms. Freddy loves his mushrooms. Oh, this is a very nice animal sheep area. The sheep have so much room, and look at the amount of wild berry bushes. This is insane. Like, you can just take a full crate of carrots here, and you already have like 6 gooseberry bushes in the pen, and then a few more outside. And I like this little area they got for the mouflon, indicating that it's like a little building over here where the mouflon is staying. That's so cute. Oh, they have sprinkler system set up for the tree farm. Interesting. Does this work when it doesn't lead anywhere? I don't know. I don't know much about sprinklers, guys. I'll be real. I'm not a pro sprinkler person. I have not always enjoyed them. That might also be because maybe in previous iterations they weren't as good, but whatever. Little chicken pen with the roosters. This is also very lovely. The cast iron stove. Also, I want to clarify something. At the beginning I said it's not the worst if a griefer comes and destroys stuff. While this is true, if we notice this, we're still going to report your ass, okay? So this doesn't mean like, oh, you can come and just destroy everything. That was not why I said that. I feel like maybe I wasn't clear about that. That means like if you are a griefer and you come, you will still be reported for griefing, right? This is not a free pass. I am not a person who's able to give free passes for griefing either, so do not take any of those things at face value either. Just, you know, treat towns with respect, but feel free to come and practice stuff or to work on things or just to see how certain things work. Now this here is an onigiri place where you could make onigiri. You see that there's the dried seaweed right outside and also in the lake. And then this little house was supposed to be for onigiri. Freddy had a child once who made this little cute house, but I don't think they ever got to making the onigiri itself. I think that's it for most of the town. There might still be some mines around here. Some other things that I've missed. I hope you've all got a pretty good idea of what this town had to offer. Freddy is a very decent builder, I'd say. And I've enjoyed playing with Freddy many times. Now, you might also remember... Ooh, they got a fancy oil rig. You might also remember Freddy was the one who had all the babies during the very first Family Friday. But he had the option to either do it in this town or to do it in the Petal Syndicate. And because he was so impressed by the Petal Syndicate and what they had built up, he decided to do it there instead of in his own town. And now with the map wipe coming, I was like, well, Freddy definitely deserves a little bit of a highlight here of his own town and something to keep to memory. Oh, right, we don't have everything yet. Oh, here's a proper orchard, guys. Look at this. Okay, now this is a proper orchard, indeed. So you have a few honey boxes here. Now, if you were to pick... It's all in the same biome. Like, if I press X, you can see through the floor. You see it's all in the gray biome, right? Even though there's flooring that would hide it. You need to have everything in the same biome for, you know, just being more efficient. If you were to pick a tree empty, you need to make sure that some honey boxes are empty too. And only that way the bees can pollinate it. Now these bees over here, they have nothing to pollinate because all these trees are already full. So at some point they're just going to disappear. They're not going to be sitting on these trees because there's fruit on it. They can't. But if it was a spring tree, like a spring tree doesn't have any fruits but is still green, then it could sit on it and pollinate it. Also, I'm getting a little hungry, so let's just eat a few of these delicious yums over here. There we go. But yeah, this is a very, very good orchard. Also, I'd say for most towns, 3 trees of each type is more than enough. We've seen bigger ones in Happy Family, for example, had a massive orchard with like, I don't know, 30 trees almost, which was insane. And you never use that much food because every tree already gives you like 6 fruit. Yeah, you can make juice with this, but even then you don't, you know, these will regrow in a lifetime. You don't drink 3 juice bottles in a lifetime either, right? Then Freddy also made a separate apple tree farm. You might say, why? Why only apples and not the rest? Apples are also used for breeding horses. They're used in pork pies and they are used in apple pies, which makes, and also, of course, the juices, which gives apples way more uses than any of the other fruits. So it's kind of normal that you would give more attention to that. Also, this tree, the flowering apple tree here, could be pollinated if these were empty, is my guess. And yeah, these cannot regrow because the honey isn't empty. And I don't think I have a knife on me, but oh. I do. So yeah, this is simultaneously becoming a little bit of an orchard tutorial while we wait for a proper orchard tutorial, which I have been postponing for months. I am so sorry, guys. I don't know why I'm postponing it, and now that a new map is coming, it's maybe not the best moment to wait, because I'll lose ways to tell you guys about orchards. But you know, as I'm doing these tours before the map wide, I'll probably have more opportunities to give you guys information on orchards too. So just keep watching these tour videos to see how certain orchards are made. Now, I'm not sure if there's much left here. Ooh, a desert mineral mine. Have we seen a smithy, guys? Do you guys recall seeing a smithy? Because I think I am missing something. Also, it annoys me those roads aren't fixed. Oh, is this the smithy? We found the smithy. Oh, okay. Freddy did make several new common towers. I think this is completely useless. I think just having one is enough with a good oven nearby. I've seen newer players do this too because they don't understand how the new common etc. works. But basically you switch out these devices. So now it's a hammer and now it's a roller, and you can take off this blade and put the lathe head on it. And now this is a new common lathe. And if you put that thing back on, you put the blade back on, then it's a bore. You can even put a drill bit on here, then it becomes a drill. I don't see the drill bit though. Doesn't mean that he doesn't have it, I just can't see it at the moment. But yeah, you don't need 4 of these. I've seen new players sometimes do this because they're like, I need a new common bore. Let's make a completely new common. But you can just pull off whatever you need. So just make sure you have a multi-purpose new common engine, just one, and then have the attachments for it. So if you're very new to the game, that's a very important thing to know about smithing. Then over here you have an area to make your tools, pretty okay. Over here you have your blast furnace, you got your molds over here. This is quite nice because over here you can make charcoal, you can make limestone, you can make your bricks here. I personally like a setup like this sometimes because it really feels like a factory if you do it like that. Over here a little stew place. Did I make this at some point? I'm not sure, but it does sound like me to make food near a smithy. Sometimes I do this. There's a coal mine here. Where is your iron mine? Is it very close here? I'm not seeing it, I don't think. Oh, here it is, I think. Yeah, so here's the iron mine, and then more furnaces and ovens here. Maybe a little bit too much, Freddy. Maybe you went overboard with the kilns and everything. A little area for making glassware. It was still close to the deep well. It changed now. You need salt water to grow your glassware, but in the past, you just needed water. So yeah, this no longer makes a lot of sense now. Also, tobacco plants. These had a revamp this map. They used to look differently than this, but these are the current tobacco plants that we have. The tobacco leaves were also changed. You cannot get these plants from the wild. You need to get seeds from a developer. And sometimes there are competitions where the developers will give out a seed to someone, or just give them from the goodness of their hearts to whoever is playing, if they ask politely. And then that town can become a distributor of tobacco plants and tobacco seeds to other towns around them. I think I heard a bell ring. Ooh, 12k away. That's a bit too far. If you ever saw my video on the bell tower, you know you shouldn't go there. Also, here are the mole holes. Also, the last time we will be seeing these because moles are also going to disappear. So enjoy this art while you can, but moles can no longer also be crafted, if crafted is the right word. You could get them if you were... how did you get them again? I don't know, something with rabbits. You needed to catch the rabbit or something, and then the rabbit hole became empty, and then a mole could move in. But the moles are completely removed, just like the ostrich and the dromedary, and the mammoth is removed. Like, there's so many old animals from the game that are removed. And if you're like, why? Sometimes it's like, also the donkey. Sometimes they just don't have a purpose, or sometimes they're just like, nobody uses it. They have no purpose and they have no reason to be in the game. I personally don't feel like all of them needed to be removed, but some of them, like the dromedary and the mammoth, their art is just like really bad. Let's be real. This was art that was made like 5 to 6 years ago, before the playstyle was what it is now, and the art style was the same. Same with the windmill. I mean, it's kind of cute, but simultaneously this art is not really, you know, matching much of the newer stuff that we have. It's so basic. We can do better. We can do better, right? So that's one of the reasons why stuff gets removed sometimes. We can just do better than this. I do think I've seen all of the town now. Freddy, if I have forgotten anything, I'm sorry. But at the same time, you can still take screenshots yourself of whatever it is that I'm forgetting and just put it in your Discord thread. So that's also what I recommend to everyone. If you have your own thread in game experiences, that will be a way for you to remember your town and your, you know, what you built forever. I will not be touring every town in existence. I have some folks who ask me to tour, and I'm going to tour for some folks, but I'm not going to tour every single town that exists. And you will see these town tour videos pop up over the next few days, but as you know, in over a week, the map's going to be wiped. So I don't have that much time. I will do my best to tour as many as I can. Anyway, this is Very Naked Jessie signing out from behind this field maple tree. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next tour. Bye bye.